As promised, here's part 2 of tonight's explainer on renewable energy tax incentives featuring tax consulting SA attorneys Delano Abdoll and Micaela Paschini. Well, the draft regulations for the solar PV tax break were recently published for public comment. If one is not satisfied with this rebate percentage-wise, is there any other step they can take beyond this?
Well, I think just to take it a step back, we've seen 2 sets of draft laws published in respect of the new solar incentives. The first was the draft public notice published by SARS, where they indicated that solar installers will be required to submit third-party returns to SARS in respect of solar installations they've made. That public notice did close for public comment, and they submit our comments to SARS in respect of that. Subsequently, SARS and Treasury also published the draft legislation and explanatory memorandum in respect of the proposed Section 60 and Section 12BA of the Income Tax Act. So those 2 sections, Section 60 deals with the individual solar energy tax credit, and Section 12BA deals with the enhanced renewable energy tax incentive for businesses. However, we also subsequently commented on that and attended a workshop with Treasury where they just basically discussed the comments they received and ventilated any issues that arose. So the public commentary phase in respect of the initial batch has closed, but we are expecting to receive the further draft legislation in July, thereafter further public comments can be submitted. So if any member of the public has anything else to say about the draft legislation, they should be able to submit their comments to the subsequent round of draft legislation in July. Only then, once that commentary phase is finalized and any amendments are made while the legislation is published in the
From your engagements with clients, are people generally satisfied with the rebates or the proposed ones at this stage? Or is there some unhappiness about it, feeling that it's a bit low?
So I think insofar as practice is concerned, the reality is that we are still discussing draft laws.
Yeah.
So there is a sense, following discussions on various platforms and the release of many articles from different stakeholders, providing clarity to the public as to whether this makes economic sense for individuals and businesses. I say that especially in the context of the electricity crisis that South Africa is undergoing. And there are certainly different considerations from an individual's perspective as opposed to a business's perspective on the need to alleviate the energy crisis and add to the generation capacity.
Well, let's get into more on the do's and don'ts for the 2023 tax season. That's for either of you, Micaela or Delano.
Thanks very much. So I think where individuals or businesses want to claim a solar tax credit or the enhanced renewable energy incentive for businesses, it's very important to retain documentary proof of the installation made. As there is a possibility that SARS will want these documents in order to just verify that the claim or the deduction is validly being made.
Any closing remarks from either side of you on this particular topic?
So I think a closing remark is that we certainly welcome any policy or legislative amendments which enhance or encourage tax incentives for taxpayers, whether it be individuals or businesses. It's a step in the right direction, and we hope that National Treasury and SARS will certainly consider more incentives to assist taxpayers in current times.
Thank you, Delano Abdoll, Micaela Paschini, and Donné Trump for this explainer. They are all from Tax Consulting SA.